Hello, everyone. It is Sue here, and welcome to my channel. And as we continue along in the promises of God in Psalms. So today we are on letter E. And in the study that I'm following along in, it talks about E would be examines my heart. So I thought that was like pretty interesting, and I will totally admit that I absolutely positively struggled with how is this a promise? So let me read to you. They gave two different Psalms to look in, and I decided to go with Psalm 139, but only verses 1 through 6. So let me go ahead and read that to you. So, verse 1, O Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. So, the more I studied it, I really kept running across the same thing over and over, and it just wasn't clicking with me. And I don't know if this is right or wrong, but this is how I am interpreting it. And that is that the promise is that He loves us so much and always will love us so much. So that's the promise, right? And He loves us so much that He knows all of these things about us, right? So that is where my head is on this particular scripture. Now, if any of you watching has any input on that, I would love to hear it. So definitely go ahead and leave me a comment. And it's not that I don't understand the scripture. I mean, it's pretty clear, what it means. It was just more about how is that a promise of God? So anyway, I'll leave it at that, and you can respond with a comment if you have, like I said, any input. Okay, so I am on the background. I'm using my Prima watercolor paints, and they are very bright. I think it's the citrus set, I'm pretty sure. And I used the yellow and I put a little bit of blue around it. And I'm showing you here, for the first time, I think, I did not write out the verses. I copied and pasted, excuse me, on my computer. And I was able to shorten the sentences so that I knew that it would fit, on the width of this little journal that I'm using. So now I have these cute little, little epoxy type stickers that I wanted to use up. And I thought that they were cute, and I was able to get them all on here, and I was pretty excited to throw away the packaging from that. I have had these little stickers for quite a while, so it was good to get rid of that. Now I pulled out my new archival ink that I just got during Thanksgiving week when Ranger was having 50% off sales every day. So I stocked up on some archival ink colors that I didn't have previously. So I'm pretty excited about that. So this is a new color for me. And these right here are chipboards from Webster's Pages. Now, I really enjoy working with circles, and I always have. I think that they are just fun because you'll see in just a little bit that they're just fun to make circles around. And I just love it. And sometimes, sometimes I'll blend and that kind of stuff around them. And it's just a great little addition, I think, to any page. Now, I took this piece of seam binding and I tied it around this little paper clip, and it just looks super duper duper cute up there, and I was really happy with that. Something a little bit different. And I've had the seam binding for a few years, so I'm like, you know what, and I love it. I think I was hoarding it. I think it was a hoarding issue. But I also wanted to get some of these hearts down, so I have 2 little clusters right there. And so far, I'm really liking it. But now I'm like, wow, that yellow is really bright. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember it being that bright. So I'm like, all right, let me pull out my die cuts. And I went through and I thought that this love was just perfect for this page, since to me, the promise here is that he loves us, and he always will. So now I take out my charcoal pencil, one of my charcoal pencils. I have a few different brands and I like them for different reasons. This particular one I like because it's easy to blend with my finger, and I just zoomed in a little closer there. So you can really see it really, blends around, and it's my Derwent in dark. And so I went around those little like buttons, and I did a little blending, and it was just, very mixed media-ishy. New word, mixed media-ishy. And then I went to my Uniball, my trusty old Uniball black, and I actually ran out of ink in one of my black Uniballs. Thank goodness I had 2 of them. I just ordered a couple more from By the Well for God and her Etsy shop. I'm like, I know they're my favorite pen. So it's like I'm constantly just grabbing those. So on the top, I wrote, "Oh Lord, you have examined my heart, ... So those orange hearts that I stamped on there really fall into the background. By the time I'm done with this page, they just kind of fall into the background, which was fine. So, but now I need to do some more outlining and make things messier because they're just way too neat for me. Oh, but first I'm doing just a little border, a messy border around just the 3 sides of the page. Yeah, and once I do that, I just play a little bit with that little piece up there, and what do? I pull out my handy dandy stapler and give it one little staple right there just so that I could read the words up on top. And now I'm like, this is just too neat for me. I need to mix media-ish it up. So here I'm just going around messily around some of the things, and here we go. This is the final page. There was one point where I wasn't liking it until I got those die cuts down. Then I really started liking it, and I love it in the end. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and definitely hit that like button and leave me a comment. Have a blessed week.